So you all have thorough understanding of improving the crawl stats now, right? So in case if any of you have has any questions about crawl frequency, improving the methods or ways of improving the crawl frequency, we'll address those questions and then we'll move on to methods or improving the CTR. CTR. Now there is one more metric, right? Search engines consider these three metrics: crawl stat, CTR, and engagement. So now we understood how to improve the crawl frequency, right? We know SEO is all about working towards improvement of these three things. That's when you will start seeing progress with your keyword rank. Any definition from your side, Priya? So let's wait for 2 minutes. There is something to address here. Just 2 minutes. No problem. Yeah. So what is the CTR? Everyone? Measuring of number of users clicking on website is called as clicks. If 100 people are clicking, it's called as 100 clicks or visits. You will either call it as 100 clicks or 100 visits to the website. Why will you call it as click-through rate? Why should you be calling it as click-through rate? If people are clicking and you are measuring 100 people have clicked, you will call 100 clicks, correct? Where is click-through rate coming into the picture here?
How many people searching uh, the website?
It's called as number of searches only. Click-through rate doesn't allow you to stay or the top. It just pushes or moves your website to the top. So what is click-through rate? We discussed it, right? Response rate, You all remember that example? You don't remember? I used some example like response rate. You are walking into the office, 100 people see you. Of 100, only 10 people will say hi to you, wave hand at you, and that is called as response rate. So how do you measure the response rate? Response rate is number of responses received against the total number of people seen you. The measure of the number of responses, the ratio of the measure of the ratio of the number of responses received against the total number of people seen you is a response rate. Here the number of clicks, the measure of the ratio of the number of clicks received against the total number of people seen your website listing on the search results or on the any platform, that is click through rate. Clear? How did you forget that? I took example response rate. So maybe we could have discussed more on response rate. How do you make more people respond to you now? How do you make good behavior, good appearance? Then yeah, true. So how do you make people click on your website results? So now, for example, you have let's say right. So now there are, you see, three ads. Ads are organic results, whatsoever it is. So if your main goal is to make more people click on this search results, what should you be doing? Do you see that here? So now this person, if more people has to click on it, what should you do if more people has to click on it? No, as a digital marketer, what? Okay, fine, fine. You, in your case, you will see the ratings. Tell me what else. Then see, your main goal is to make people click on the search results. When do people click? So now, not let's not generalize. Let's take this example. Somebody searching for digital marketing training. Let's take all of everybody in this class. You are searching on Google digital marketing training in Bangalore, correct? So you will click on one of these three results. Which one would you click first? If you are asked to click on one of these things, you might definitely end up clicking on the three results. That's for sure. But which one would you click first? Why? That's not true always. By default, first one has good possibilities. Why? So, or let me take it in a different way. So you have responsibility to make more people click on this results. What will you do? What will you do if you are in a situation or a position to make people click on this web results? We have three results here. You have to increase the CTR of the search results. What will you do? Okay. See, first thing is the CTR will increase when you are showing what user is looking for. When you show what user is looking for. If user is looking for digital marketing training in Bangalore, and if you show the same thing here, the chances of people clicking on it will be very high. Correct? The chances of people clicking. See, now it's not showing digital marketing training in Bangalore. Right? Okay, so no one is showing. Right? So that doesn't get applicable at all. What else can you do? See, the first suggestion is, if we are speaking about the organic results for sure will have in Bangalore compulsory. Look at this. So what is user searching for? You have to make sure that it's there, that is visible to the user. If they are using Bangalore, Bangalore should be visible. If they are using Hyderabad, Hyderabad is visible. Correct? If they are searching for Chennai, Chennai should be visible. Correct? So if user sees what they are badly looking for, the chances of people clicking on it will be very high. See, in this place there are so many institutes, digital marketing institutes. My God, they are like Pani Puri centers. Correct. So many digital marketing institutes, like Pani Puri centers. Everywhere this Pani Puri people will be there, right? Canada Digital E-Market Education Institute of Marketing, Achievers IT, Digital Academy 360, Web Marketing, DSIM Bangalore, BDM, right? Second thing is, there is something called as CTR trigger. CTR trigger. Okay, what is this CTR trigger? CTR trigger is any piece of text or information that triggers your target audience to click on it. What will make them to click on it now? If you are speaking their pain point. So if they are looking for the placement is the biggest pain point. So if you could assure them 100% placement, there are good chances that people would show interest in it. Correct? Good chances that people would click on it. Next concern of the student could be the price. If you're showing 90% off or 50% off, or just at 10,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees for free or whatsoever it is, the chances of people clicking on your search results will be high. Correct? So it is addressing, or it is straight away telling that I'm going to solve your problem or the concern. Correct? That's what attracts, that's what makes them people click. Right? So you are putting digital marketing course, right? Digital marketing training whatsoever. So for example, this one, digital marketing training in Bangalore. So this one has put top 23. See, people are interested in the lists. People are interested, maybe somebody writing placement assurance, placement assured, right? That is CTR trigger. So if it is a phone, what could be a CTR trigger for phone? If you're selling phone, what could be the CTR trigger? Maybe you telling that 2 years free guarantee or warranty, right? So, or maybe 20% off or 5% off, correct? Right? So you whatsoever, yeah, coupons or discounts, or it can be anything, right? Basically, that is kind of indicating that it's going to solve their problem, address their problem. So if it's a digital marketing course or a Java course or Snowflake or whatsoever, what is their expectation? They are looking for job. If you could speak about their pain point, addressing their pain point, there are good chances that they would click on it. Correct? Did you get these two things? First thing is have relevant information and make sure multiple variations are incorporated. You have the user is searching for digital marketing training, and if you put digital marketing jobs, it's not relevant. So if you are using digital marketing training and you use also the variations like course, certification, training, institute, all these are relevant variations. People use not only training but also use course, digital marketing course in Bangalore, digital marketing institute in Bangalore. Correct? Multiple variations. If you are incorporating all of them, there are good chances that people would click for all those variations. Training and institute is used here. Correct? So when people search training, people click on this because they see training. When people search institute, they click on this because they see institute. This is covering the variations. First one is make sure it is relevant. Second one is cover all the variations. Third one is have the CTR trigger incorporated in your title, right? So fourth one, this is description. In your description, this is description. So in your description, have a CTA, call to action. CTA is nothing but call to action. You're calling them to take the action, right? Like enroll now, register now, order now, book now, ship now, slap now, right? Asking to take an action, correct? Beat him, slap him, call to action. You are asking the user to take an action. Got it? So have a call to action and make sure that your description has a call out statement. What is call out statement? Call to action is different, CTR trigger is different, and call out statement is different. What is call out statement? What is call out statement? So any statement that is helping your end user to make the decision is a call out statement. So now for example, you are buying a mobile phone worth 10,000 rupees or 20,000 rupees. You are planning to buy, but multiple brands are selling it at the same price. Now you are confused from which brand you have to buy the phone. Correct? Now brand 2 comes and says, I will give you, you don't have to charge the battery at all for lifetime. Is that not impressive? Interesting? Correct? And phone 2 again says front camera is 500 megapixel. So now everything is same for phone 1 and phone 2. Now the only differentiator is the front camera on battery. Now at the same price you are getting lifetime, no charging. You don't have to charge. Correct? The front camera is 500 pixel, 500 megapixel, and nobody is giving you that. These two things will make you to go and purchase with them. Correct? This is call out statement. Any statement that's helping the end user to make the decision to purchase the product, to make the decision about your business, basically, right? That is call out statement, right? So this call out statement also will make people to click on your website results to register for your business or service or portal or whatsoever it is, correct? Right? So in this description also incorporate all the keyword variations. Keyword variations are training, institute, classes, course, certification, correct? Online classes, all those are relevant variations. So there are guidelines in writing these titles and descriptions, how to write these titles and descriptions, which we are going to discuss in depth, right? So next thing, implement schema code on your web pages. What is the schema code? Right, I'll show it to you. Yeah. So this web page, what do you understand from 199? You see the number 199. As per you, what is this 199? Price of the product. You see 0.25. What is this 0.25?
Weight, sir.
Weight.
Quantity of the product.
Quantity. You see 120 here. What do you understand from this? Count of the reviews, correct? And you see 5 star here. What do you understand from it? Rating score, right? See, as a user, you are able to understand all of this information very clearly, correct? But search engines or the bots don't understand the information the way how you and I understand. You understand this as an image, correct? But search bots don't understand the information the way how you and I understand, right? So if I have to explain you, let's assume nobody here knows English. So you must be speaking Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, Malayalam or any other language. So now if I have to convey something to you, what should I do? I have to speak in the same language that you understand, correct? So same is the case of scenario here. See, Google bot don't understand this 199. See, it reads 199 as a number, but it don't be able to relate that's the price of the product. Even if you put price here, it would read price as a text price, but it will never think that's the price of the product. It sees 199.50 and it never thinks that 199.50 is the price of the product. It understands 199. It records it as just a number. So, if you have to help search engines to understand it the way how you and I understand, we have to implement a special language on this web page called schema code, which is not visible here, which will be in the background usually. We are going to wrap this information in the schema code like how you wrap the chocolate in the chocolate cover, right? So you are going to wrap this piece of information in a schema code. We have a very detailed discussion on the schema codes in the site level SEO. We are going to discuss the implementation methods in those class. Today just understand this. So what are you doing now? If bot has to understand this the way how you and I understand, we are wrapping this information in the schema code. We are implementing the schema code, right? So what happens now? Bot will understand this information the way how you and I understand. If it is understanding the information thoroughly, properly, it's going to present it very richly on the Google like this, right? It's going to present the information very richly on the Google like this. See, you see, in stock, out of stock, the product, highest price, lowest price, number of reviews, rating, everything, correct? Are you all getting it? So if you implement schema code, it's going to give you a rich presentation on the Google. And what is this look doing? This is quite attractive. You look at this. Is it not attractive? This is what makes people click on this search results. This makes people to click on the website, right? So now people will ignore clicking on this, people will ignore clicking on this because and people definitely see despite implementing the schema, people would not click on it. Why they won't click on it is it's showing 3 rating or 2 rating, correct? See, implementing schema code is not really always positive. It could impact negatively, correct? So in case if this was out of stock, people would have not clicked on it, correct? Right? So by implementing schema codes on your web page, you are going to improve the CTR, right? By incorporating a CTR trigger, by incorporating all the relevant keywords, right? By incorporating CTA trigger, right? CTR trigger, call out statement, and CTA, right? And sometimes bringing in the special characters like the tick marks. So people do a lot of such things. I'll show it to you. Maybe I'll show it to you on the document itself. Yeah, you see here the tick marks. So people incorporate this dill shapes also to make it look attractive. See tick mark here also, right? So this is called as event schema. And what you see in the top, I showed you some results, right? These are product schema. There are different types of schemas: event schema, product schema, rating schema, review schema, recipe schema, author schema, organization schema, right? So we are going to discuss them in depth when we discuss the actual implementation part of it, right? So today's focus is just learning or understanding how to improve the CTR. So relevancy, show exactly what they are searching for, cover all the related variations, right? Quality titles and descriptions, no grammatical mistakes. If you are making grammatical mistakes, people, the tendency of people clicking on it would come down. Yeah. Follow the character count and write the titles and descriptions accordingly. So what happens sometimes, if you are not following the character count, it gets truncated like this. If you are not separating them properly, it gets truncated like this. So now let's assume, instead of this dots, if the actual information was coming, that would have been probably your CTR trigger or the crucial information through which user must have made a decision of clicking on it. Now that itself is gone, right? So hence, keep it in the character count, within the character count, and write it properly so that the key crucial information would not get truncated, right? Understand how to use the delimiters in titles and descriptions. Avoid, so this is not, yeah, CTR. So these are called delimiters. This is called as pipeline. This is called as hyphen, right? Right. So do not use special characters like ampersand, exclamatory, apostrophe, or semicolon, comma in your titles, which will take a lot of space and which would truncate like this. Right. We will discuss that while discussing how to write titles and descriptions. For now, you just remember these guidelines. Right. Implement schema or snippets and show positive information. So if you are showing negative information, out of stock, or 2 ratings, 1 rating, people will, you are working towards improving it. Now it has negatively impacted you if you are showing 1 star rating, correct? Implement a CTR trigger in the title. Understand, right? You understood the how to implement a CTR trigger. Branding will help improve the CTR. Use your brand name in the title. Otherwise, consider using keyword variations. Branding will help improve CTR. If you're already a popular brand and if you're bringing that brand name here, people see that name and people will click on it. Correct. Now let's think of, I'll write, instead of this, I'll write it here Amazon. People see that Amazon, they will click. I'm just telling you in case if that's a popular brand, right? So Candra Foods is, let's assume, a popular brand. Writing Candra Foods here could be beneficial. By seeing that, people might click. But say if it is not a popular brand, not very well known like Flipkart and Amazon, you don't have to really use that here. Rather use the space to cover your keywords or bring in other CTR trigger. Yeah, clear? And so the keyword positions and CTR directly proportionate or related. If the average positions improve, the CTR will improve. And if CTR improves, the average position will improve. Interrelated, like egg and chicken story. Which one is first? But here at least we will be able to tell CTR plays a crucial role in improving the rankings of the website. And again, if it is in the top, the CTR obviously will be high. Correct? So I think we have missed out on call out statement and CTR trigger is there, right? Call out statement. So implement call out statement in the description. Okay, a call out statement is any piece of text that helps the end user or targeted user to make the decision about your product or service, right? So usually this will be the USP of the unique selling proposition of the product or service. Example, you are struggling to make a decision in buying a mobile phone worth 20K between, and in this case one of it offering a special feature or advantage for the product, can be the product USP or call out statement, which is which basically is helping the user to make the decision. For example, brand 2 says lifetime no charging needed. Understand? It can be anything that solves the problem of the end user, can be the product USP. Call out statement. Clear? Did you all understand how to improve the CTR? Okay. So I have already explained call out statement. Do you all understand what is call out statement? Any statement made is now making the end user to take the decision. Now, for example, let's say I am making a statement. Whomsoever takes course from us, we are going to pay 1 lakh in return to them. So now this is what would have made you to take the decision, right? And nobody is doing that. We are the only one doing it. Now, if you are opting training from us, let's say nobody is offering placements, and we telling that 100% placement assured, right? Probably that would make you to take the decision. Nobody have told this, or probably telling that we offer the course at XYZ price, which is much less expensive than any other course, or telling that you get the best training from XYZ trainer, or you get exposure on the projects, right? Or internship, or maybe something that's not there. See, this is all conveyed in the form of statements, right? So if any of these statements could help the end user to make the decision to purchase or to register only with you, that's a call out statement. And that is our product or service USP as well, right? It's a unique selling proposition which nobody is offering it in the markets. Correct? Are you all getting it, everyone? So till now you have learned search engines functionality, and you know the three key parameters. Basically, how search engines work. They store the data on their database, and to get this data they have built a program calling them as bots. These bots go to the internet server, get the data or information, store it on Google server, and whenever people from Google front end ask for it, Google is going to serve that information. Up to here it's clear, and this is how search engines work. Now we were diving deep in understanding why is it serving a specific website in the top. Correct? When everybody are selling shoes or when everybody are selling kurtas, why is it showing a specific website in the top? That's when we realized or understood it is considering three key metrics: crawl stats, CTR, and engagement. We learned what is crawl frequency and crawl rate. Put together, it's called as crawl stats. We learned what is CTR and we have learned what is engagement. And now we got started with learning how to improve the crawl stats and learning how to improve the CTR. Right? So now next thing is improving the engagement. Any questions with regard to crawl stats and CTR? How to improve, it's pretty clear. So if you are attending any interviews, please go through this document. You'll have all the information. You don't even have to spend much time in watching the videos again. You just go through this document, control F and type what you would like to learn, and you will get to see. Yeah, and just quickly have a quick glimpse of it and explain the same in the interviews. How to improve the user engagement. So what is this user engagement? Basically the measure of actions performed or interactions on the web pages by the users, such as clicking on hyperlinks, submitting the forms, purchasing on the website, exploring or navigating through web pages, spending time reading or performing any action mentioned above is all counted as the engagement on the web page. So if you are visiting a website, now let's say you have seen it and you will click on it and you will visit the website, and now after visiting quickly immediately if you are closing it, the engagement is very poor. That doesn't mean spending more time is a good engagement, not necessarily. A good engagement is where end user's objective or the purpose is fulfilled and he will quickly leave the website, right? So engagement basically measures the, there are a couple of things like the load times, the cumulative layout shift. See, based on these things, the bots understand, the search engines understand the engagement. So if people are really struggling to switch between one section to another section, and if it is not really as expected, then there is a problem with the engagement. Anyways, we are going to discuss what the actual engagement is. The user engagement mainly consists of measure of end user's purpose served or fulfilled, the time spent on the web pages, the number of web pages explored. Right? End user purpose fulfilled or not, time spent on the website, the number of web pages explored, time spent on the website with LCP, not LCP, CLS being the best. Yeah, the number of pages explored or any action, any productive or useful action performed by the user. Okay. Okay, so now we will quickly learn or understand how to improve all of these things, right? So make sure the web pages are optimized for quick load times and perform best on all browsers. So yesterday I was showing you the load times, correct? So 5 seconds is pretty high load time. So your web page has to load within 2 seconds. And how do we make it load in 2 seconds? We're going to learn about it in depth in the coming classes. Yeah? So you need to have great UI and UX. Ever heard of this term UI and UX? What is UI and UX? Yeah. So UI is user interface and UX is user experience. User interface is anything that's seen by your eyes and felt is called as user interface, such as the font, the text size, the font size, the font color, designs, images, videos. All of this is user interface. Something that can be seen by your eyes is called as user interface, right? So UX is user experience and something that you experience on the web page. So you will be clicking and you will be seeing there is the password is wrong, or you are adding the product to the cart, it's not getting added. You are clicking on next, 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 and it's not working. All that is considered to be as a bad user experience. If it is all working as expected, if it is all good, if it is all great, the user experience is good. Correct? Got it? So appealing UI, UX is user experience and it has to be good. So appealing UI, user interface, anything that can be seen by the eyes is called as user interface, such as fonts, font style, font face, font color, images, videos, layout of the page, etc. are counted as the UI elements. The experience the user goes through the UI elements is called as user experience. For example, trying to add product to the cart, trying to add the product to the cart and it's not working can be considered as bad user experience. Clear? Maintain zero technical issues. You have visited that website, it keeps loading, 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 ringa, ringa. Okay, it keeps loading. So now what happens? You will quit. You will not explore. That's considered to be as the bad user experience. Write marketing pitches and selling elements on the web page. They are going to create interest in the product or service. Have the product USPs of highlights. Write marketing pitches and selling elements on the web pages. So now instead of just writing Gummadikai Vadiyalu, if you had written premium quality organic Gummadikai Vadiyalu, let's assume these are all organic only already. Premium quality and organic Gummadikai Vadiyalu, all this is marketing pitch. You telling that they are organic, you telling that they get discount, you telling that we sell 20,000 kgs every year, you telling that we give discount, right? We telling that people from across the globe purchase, all this is marketing, right? So that's what people tell, right? So many people buy it every day, that's the social proof that the product is liked by everybody, correct? So all those things are marketing and selling elements on the web page, without which your engagement can also be poor. Not necessarily poor, but that would improve the engagement, right? Maintain competitive pricing and features or advantages or offerings about your product and service. So everybody are selling it at 500 rupees kg, and if you are selling at 5,000 rupees kg, by seeing it, people will just close like this. That's a bad user experience. Correct? Provide detailed pricing, features, or advantages or offerings about your products. Maintain. Yeah. Provide detailed and all relevant information about the product or service. Right? Providing more detail or information about the product or service also going to engage your user. Branding helps improving the engagement. If you are a very popular brand, let's say Amazon, right? Even if it is less rating or some other problem, you will still consider exploring it, correct? Right? So maybe I'll take another example. For example, take example of some government websites. So you must have seen, right? You will struggle to find how to fill the form, where to submit it, what to do it, but there is no choice. You have to submit only through that portal. You will struggle. You are still engaging with that portal. When there is no choice or options, think of it now something that affinity will happen with brand as well. You know that brand, you will trust it, you will not rely on it. So when you are selling a product, engage with your website. If you are selling products or services that's not available anywhere, people will engage. So engagement will be high when you speak about the rare products or services. That's what I just told. Make sure the content or the information is all relevant. Understand Understand the priority of information for the user to be presented on the web pages based on the keyword driving traffic to the web page or sources of traffic. Okay, so this point, so if somebody is coming into a shop, let's take example of a physical outlet. So people are walking into the shop without even understanding what do they need, without even greeting. So if you simply go with a laptop with them and sir, buy this laptop, buy this laptop, buy this, that's going to be a bad experience, right? So you have to understand what is that they are looking for first. You have to greet them. So you have to understand the priority of information to be served on the web page. See, all of you remember one thing: your web page is eliminating the human intervention, the salesperson intervention, and your web page is acting like a salesperson and it's selling the product or service. So you have information on the web page is very important, very crucial. You cannot simply add some random thing. So I cannot straight away put syllabus here. What is your expectation when you're coming to the web page? You must have seen this on the Facebook or Instagram or somewhere else and add is something else, right? Or you must have searched on Google courses for women, free courses for women, something like that, and you have landed on this page, correct? So when you land on this page, you will be keen or interested in learning. Learn and Thrive brings the magic to lakhs of women's career with all the possible support. We have 20 plus courses delivered for free to men to help them build their skills and career in the right direction. Pick the courses of your choice. Explore 20 plus in-demand job-oriented courses. These courses. Oh, something went wrong. Yeah. So you cannot straight away put this one in the top, right? Or straight away put this one. Or can you simply get started in the first live with this? You cannot, right? Right? So this is understanding the priority of information on the web page and serving it accordingly. Clear? Make sure the content or information is all relevant. Understand the priority. Okay, we have read this information. Okay, adding relevant and attractive images play a crucial role in engagement. This is clear, right? The best product in terms of availability, variation of sizes, colors, etc. So best product is nothing but, let's say you take a shoe, they are selling only 7 size or 8 size or only 9 size, but people will have the complete world uses only one size. No, right? So what happens if when somebody visits from other size, they'll quit. They'll see only one size is available. People are expecting shoes from various brands. If they don't see, they'll quit. People are expecting shoes in different colors. If there is only one color, they will quit. Correct? The web page's quick load times or performance play a crucial role in engagement. At very top level, it's about zero technical issues, best UI and UX, best product in the market, which is usually worked by marketers and business owners. Business owners may have best market, but marketers fail to present it effectively on the web page. Or marketers are good at presenting it effectively, but they don't have the right product. Their price itself is 2 lakhs, digital marketing course is 2 lakhs. However well a marketer presents, now people would not prefer to register with them, correct? Best marketing and selling pitches on the web pages. This is completely marketer scope, right? So SEO is all about improving these three metrics, addressing these three metrics, and to improve these three metrics in SEO, you are going to do hundreds of things. So, for example, maintain zero technical issues. How do you maintain zero technical issues? Right, in CTR we were discussing that we need to implement CTR trigger, we have to implement schema. What is the schema code? How do we implement schema code? Right, there are many such things to be taken care. So there are few tens of implementations which are implemented or done in order to improve the crawl frequency or CTR or engagement, or two of them or all three of them. Every implementation that you do is to improve these three metrics. Like some parents keep telling, right, whatever I do only for you. I'm doing it for your sake only, right? So in SEO, whatever you do, you're going to do it all to improve these three metrics, right? SEO is all about improving these three metrics. Okay. So anybody has any questions with regard to search engines functionality, search engines key metrics, and how to improve these key metrics? So from the upcoming classes, we are going to discuss all these implementations in depth to improve all of this metrics. Yeah. So if no one has questions, we'll wind it up. If you have questions, please go ahead and ask. If no questions, let me know. No questions? Okay. Okay, then let's wind it up for today.